Todd, what are the three biggest mistakes you see CMOs and VPs of marketing at nonprofits making now, and that you think they'll continue to make in the future?
I would say the first is appreciating social media. I actually had a conversation not a week ago with a marketing director for one of the top design houses in New York, and as we were talking, he made this comment saying, all this social media stuff, it's just like, it's just bull crap. It's, I see other, design houses doing it, but they're not really delivering on their business objective. And I thought, interesting, because here was someone who obviously hasn't even tried, you know what I mean? And I think, he's just dismissing it without any sort of effort. And I think that's a huge mistake. And obviously, this was a major design house in New York, someone with means, and with, I would have to believe an audience base that is, already there. And he was willing to dismiss even approaching social media. So I think that's an attitudinal change that has to, that is a big mistake. The other is, I think, what I was trying to say earlier was looking at tracking the effectiveness. I know there's been a lot of articles and talk recently about, what's going on with social media, get beyond the number of fans that you have, how are they really delivering to your bottom line? And as I mentioned before with some of the campaigns, whether it's lead generation for our team and training program, or even smaller initiatives where we're offering up a coupon through the Gap Give and Get program, we were able to actually track the effectiveness of using social media. And while the analytical tools are kind of struggling with catching up with that, there are ways to look at making sure that you're delivering on your business objective. And then the last part, I think, is a responsibility of the e-marketer, but that's to really educate your internal constituency, your colleagues. There's a lot of flash and sparkle about all this social media talk, and it's threatening to a lot of folks. And making your strategy understandable. Certainly, I spoke of a strategy that is intent on serving 64 chapter offices. Well, it's not just one person in each office that needs to understand that, and it starts with leadership, and it is significant to your business colleagues, and then whatever your organizational structure is. But I think it's actually the responsibility of the e-marketer or the marketer to educate and report on those efforts so that there is a collective understanding.